All right, good morning and welcome to our 20-minute Perfect Your Squat. Today we're going to be using our chair, so you can go ahead and grab a sturdy chair, clear off your space, everything around, and we'll get started. We'll keep it off to the side for now, and as we begin in our warm-up, but just come to the center of your floor. Take a big inhale, reach up, balanced breath. Exhale, release. Good. Again, inhale. We talked about that feeling of kind of being able to sit around today and do nothing, so we'll just take a few of these to energize us. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Give me one more. And release. Beautiful. From here, start to bring the heels up to your glutes. Shaking it out here. And if it feels good, you can start to open your chest. Good. We're gonna get into opening up and releasing some of these muscles we want nice and loose for our squats. So when you're ready, take a breath, plant both feet, turn the toes to the front, reach it towards the floor, reach towards the back floor. Front of your floor, back of the room. Good, nice. That is it. So we're gonna start to feel our hip flexors open up here. Reaching front, reaching back. Good, take 4, 3, 2, and 1. Widen those legs just a little bit more. Interlace the hands together here. And we're gonna press into top of our thigh. Lean into that side leg. Good, side hip. Press it out and reach to the other side. Good, up and around. Nice. So I want you to try to start to get low here. We're starting a half squat. So on one of our legs, we take our squat. The other side, we stretch it out. 2 more here for 2. And 1. Beautiful. Come on back to the top. Start to walk the heels and the toes in together. And then we're going to make our way to our wall so we can get into our stretches. We're going to first start stretching our ankle here. So as we come to our wall, we're going to press one foot all the way back and really feel the stretch in the leg behind us. So I'm going to face my wall. Step the right foot back. Your left leg should have no weight on it. I should be able to kind of kick my left leg around here or just place it down, however feels comfortable. And as we get into this motion, or into the stretch rather, we're gonna start to feel the back of the leg, and you want it to drive all the way down towards your calf and towards the ankle. So really step back far, and if you need to, take another step back even farther. And today we're gonna add a bend and stretch. So you're just gonna bend the knee, the back leg, and now stretch it up nice and straight, standing tall. Bend and stretch. Good. Let me check it. Bend and stretch. Awesome. Your heel might lift off the ground. That's okay. Give 1 more. Bend and stretch. Nice. Step that right foot in to meet the left. Step the left foot back. Pressing the heel all the way down. And again, this right leg here, the front leg, should be nice and loose. There's no weight on it. As we take our inhale, exhale, imagine a stream of oxygen just flowing down the back of the leg. It's running through that calf and again, all the way down into the back of the ankle. Take a big breath in, and on your exhale, start to add that bend and stretch. Keep that going. Bend and stretch. Taking note if maybe one of these sides feels different than the other. Maybe one ankle feels a little tighter. I know for me, this is my tighter side. So I'm gonna give it a little extra love. Really finding that breath to inhale and exhale. Taking 1 more and stepping together. Okay, now we're gonna target the front of our ankles here. So right leg is going to reach towards the front of your wall, drop the heel, make sure the toe is angled up on the wall. And start to move the chest as close to the wall as you can to get that nice stretch. Good. Inhale. Ooh, this one feels tight. Exhale, release that one down. Whew, shake it out. We're gonna take the other leg, left leg, drop the heel. Toe is gonna connect to the wall. And then I'm gonna lower my chest close to the wall, like I'm going to give it a hug or something. Take a big breath in. Exhale, big breath out. One more time, just like that. Big breath in. Exhale, big breath out. Release. Coming to the side of my wall here, I'm gonna take my right foot in front. I'm gonna tap the pinky toe to the floor. My leg is extended long and I'm shooting out of the toes. Now I'm gonna turn it in and tap my big toe. Tap my pinky toe, tap my big toe. Tap and tap. So really what's happening here is I'm turning my ankle one position and then the other position. In and out. So kind of mimicking here what's happening in the foot with my hand right now, just to show you. We're switching sides, in and out. Whew, get that ankle mobility, good. 2. Let's go for one more. 1. Release, good. Shake out the leg. Shake out the other leg. And let's reach our left leg long. Tap the pinky toe. Now turn it the other direction. Tap the big toe. Tap the pinky. Tap the big toe, good. I have 2 logos on my shoes. One on the outside and one on the inside. So as I go through this move, I want you to think about showing off the logo on your shoe. Outside and inside. We have 3. Nice, looks good. 2. One more. 1. And release, shake it out, shake it out. Beautiful. Come on back to your big inhale. Exhale, release, beautiful. All right, we're gonna take our feet apart, shoulder height. Now remember, as we get into our squats, for the parallel squat that we have been practicing all month, you have 2 options. You can either keep your toes directly straight in front of you, or you can slightly turn the toes out a little bit, about 10 degrees. Go ahead and pick the foot position that feels best for you. And as we mentioned, we just stretched out all those areas that we want mobile. That's our hips, our ankles, our calves, good to go. From here, we got to engage our core. So press the belly button up to the spine, stand up tall. That is the second aspect of our perfect squat, is an engaged core. See if you can put one hand behind the back, one hand on the belly, and now press the hands together. Grow taller. Try not to hold your breath, let it go. Good. Now take your fingers. Start to find your hip bones here. You're gonna press the hips back and come back to stand. Press the hips back and come back to stand, yeah? So it's just a tiny motion. Press the hips back and stand, good. I like to really press onto my hips here, just so I can initiate that movement. Good. And as we go, you can start to take a bend in the knees. And remember, we want to keep that core engaged. So we're going to keep going back to this checklist, checking on all those things. Belly button press out to the spine. We're initiating our movement from the hips. So the hips are the first thing to actually move. Moves back and release, good. Okay, from here, start to take a little bit more of a bend. And as you get into your squat, press your heels down here. You can actually balance a little bit. Press the heels into the ground and now press it up. Good, push the hips back, core is engaged. Find the heels and now press it up. Nice. Take your squat, hips back, core engaged, press it up. Beautiful. Let's hold it in that little half position here and talk about our back for a moment. We're looking good. We want to keep a nice neutral spine. So, our tailbone is not tucked under and it's not open in the back here, yeah? When you see my back, that's too hunched, that is too arched. We want to find that happy middle here of a nice flat back and then press it back up. Good, take your squat, Weight in your heels, press it back up. Another thing we've learned on our journey here of squatting is that our knees should be in front of our second and third toes. So check this out. That is too wide. This is knocked in. Think of Goldilocks. This is just right. Yeah, so not out, not in, but straight ahead. Just right. Good. Find your squat. We go down over the second and third toes here. Good, and press back up. Nice, Alicia. Lower down, press up. Good, now hold it there. Hold your squat. Now I want you to take your head and look in front of you. So your head is lifted, chin is up, and look to, yeah, a couch or whatever is across the way there. Beautiful. Come back up to stand. Shake it out. And we're going to talk about our last, final key that we introduced last week, and that is keeping our knees behind our toes. So everyone go ahead. Let's see what not to do. Keep our feet shoulder width apart. Bring your knees forward over your ankle, over your toes. Now come back up. Bring it forward. Come back up. Good. Do you see how my knees are over my toes? That's a what not to do. As we bend our knees here, remember we're going to push our hips back, find our heels, and now as I bend, my knees, they might want to be going forward, but really I have the weight of my hips and my heels to bring my movement back and up. Good. Lowering down, pressing up. Give me 2 more just like this. 2. And last one. 1. And release. Good. From here, high knee. March it up. So our high knees. As we lift up, this is a great modification for squats. If you're ever in class, squats are too much for you that day, or you just had enough of the squatting, you can always high knee, because what we're doing here is mimicking the move. We have our hip flexors engaged. That initiates that movement. Our core is engaged, pulled up. And as we lift the knee, see how we're keeping our knee over our ankle, not over the toes? Same thing, as we get into that squat on the ground, we want to think about that form here. Take 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Grab a sip of water if you need it, and grab that sturdy chair. All right. So we went over our checklist once again. We have mobility in those key areas. Core should be engaged. Movement should initiate from your hips. The weight goes into your heels. Your knees track over the second and third toe. I already lost count here. And you want your knees to be in line with the ankles, not past the toes. Yeah, those are our key aspects of this squat. We're going to hold on to the back of our chair here, and we're going to practice all of those elements together. So take your feet, line them up with about the legs of the chairs, and from here, start to take a tiny demi squat. Just a half one. Press it up. Good. Initiating from the hips. Core is engaged. That's our upper body focus. Repeat that in your head. Initiate from the hips. Core must be engaged. Take 2 more, really focusing on those things. Hips and core. And back up, good. Hips and core. All right, now let's try to add an extra challenge here. Now we have our weight in our heels. See if you can sit back. Don't worry, you still have that chair there to hold on to. Check out your knees. Make sure that they're not winging out, they're not going in. Just like Goldilocks, they're just right over that second and third toe. Come down low. Press it back up. Good. Now I want you to really start to think about sitting in a chair as we focus on our knees, not going past our toes, and staying in line with our ankles. That's it. Drop down low. Press it up. Nice. Down low. We're gonna take one more and we're gonna hold it there. Hold down to your lowest squat. Now, if you feel this in your back at all, that's a sign, that's a red flag. We wanna come out of it a little bit. So you can just come on up a little higher. Good, and find that sweet spot. Check out your toes. Make sure your knees over the second and third one. Make sure these knees are back towards the heels and not over the toes. Press the belly button up to the spine. Look past your chair and take a pulse. Check it out, we're just going down and up. Down about 1/2 centimeter and then releasing up 1/2 centimeter. Pulse, pulse, pulse. So your legs should be burning. Whew, breathe here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come all the way up. Good. All right, last move here. We're gonna come to the front of our chair. We've been practicing our sit to stands. This move here is a really great way to go through your full squat. Check it out here. Make sure our chair's there behind us. Go through your full squat. Think about those things, and then voila, my chair is there to catch me as I go down to my lowest squat yet. I'll press back into my heels and reverse it on my way up. Sound good? So we'll lower down. Find your chair. Oh, that was really beautiful, Alicia. That was super graceful. Good, press up into the heels. Nice, and that's what we want. When this move kind of feels graceful and you feel like you can go through slowly, that is a really great indicator that you are building strength in the muscles used to execute your squat, which, let's be honest, that is a full body move. So your whole body is working here. Press it up, good. And the slower you move through exercises, the more control you have, which means the more strength you have. So we're really playing with that here. Good. We have a few more. Let's really sink the weight back to our heels. Don't let the knees go past your toes. Make sure our knees are tracking in with the second and third toe. Make sure your hips are going back first. Good, let's go for 3 more. Engage the core. Press it up. Good. Last 2. Now, as you come up, press through the heels. Press through the heels. Lift through the crown of the head. Good. 1 more. Down. And press it up. Good. Now, without going into the chair, find that low squat. Just start to pulse it here, as if we were thinking about sitting into the chair. We're contemplating it, not really sure if we want this seat. Good. Pulsing it out here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit up tall. Woo, nice. Those squats are looking really good. They truly, I can see the control in the form there. So really great job. Grab a sip of water if you need it. And let's cool down. Make your way back to your chair for our cool down section. Inhale. Reach one leg long. And exhale. Reach towards it. Good work. As you reach down towards the ankle, keep the toe reaching up. And gently release that. Other side, reach the leg long. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Come on down towards the shin or the ankle. And in this moment, anytime we're stretching like this is a great place to think about the spine. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. See if you can reach long. Exhale, release. Good. Come back to center. Reach the right arm overhead. Side lean. Ooh. Just got a little crack in my spine. Stretching it out. Other side. Good. Gently come back to stand, hands at prayer. Walk those feet out. Let's take one final big squat up. Shh. To release. Nice work. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me in this 20-minute Perfect Your Squat. As we move on to the weeks coming, we'll have a new specialty class in this slot, and it will be Yin Yoga. So I hope to see you there.